you got the moss, and the moss hang off the tree, but the moss keep the tree this, and then it's bugs that's inside of the moss that does this, but the moss hang low, and then it gave a shadow for this, because when it gets shadow, it allowed everything is connected some type of way.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to fit in the ecosystem where you're supposed to be connected to, you're not going to be able to survive. When you look at, just because you are isolated, right? If you're going to isolate yourself, just like Mike said, do it with purpose.
Right.
When caterpillars isolate themselves, they are alone in a cocoon, but they are not alone.
Right.
First of all, I've never seen a cocoon just floating in the air. Just never seen it. I've always seen a cocoon hanging from something.
Yeah.
Even the cocoon, the caterpillar is alone on the inside of the cocoon, but the cocoon is hanging from something. He's not alone. What happens if that tree was to fall? The cocoon is falling and the caterpillar is falling. So whatever that the caterpillar is going to turn into is going to be hindered, because the thing is hanging from has been erupted.
That's good.
That's very good.
So at least if you're gonna do something alone, make sure whatever that you're doing and the environment that you're doing it in, you are gonna be an asset to the environment when you get done.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Hey, yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. Hey, once again, it's your boy Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. Joined together once again on tonight with my co-host, my brother from another mother. Y'all give it up for Alexander Hall.
Yo, Xander,
What's goody?
What's good?
we slide through the week, man.
Flying through the week, these months going by fast.
Break, man. Look, it's already
February.
It's already February. You feel me?
The 9th. It's
Yo,
crazy.
like, dang, hey, check this out.
What's that, doctor?
My son popped 17 now too.
Oh,
Yeah,
he knocking on 18.
Yeah,
knocking
for
on
Real. God, dog, bro.
you're a big dog, man.
knocking on adults door.
Man, that's crazy.
Man, he be having me in tears, bro, because he just so. It's like, man, like I went through so much with him, just growing up as a guy with him and trying to learn how to be a father too. And then I got this little baby, got this young man. I'm trying to figure him out, and he just so laid back. It just don't make no sense, bro. That I be laid back. This man, 20 times worse. Bro.
Like father, like son.
I asked him a question. I said, "How you feel?" He be like, "Daddy, you know." He be like, "I don't know."
Oh yeah,
I'm
you,
like, okay, baby. I
you
got
your
you.
daddy's son.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all know what it is, Blueprint Nation, man. This guy here, my brother from the same mother, man. Big Bad, Big Dog.
Yes, sir.
Man, y'all give it up for Boy Wonder, man.
What it do, man? I'm
Pimpin'.
sir, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be some things going on because your boy's back in recording mode, and when I tell you I'm gonna drop, I'm gonna drop.
What you just stupid, man.
Boo boo. Oh man, I'm doing pretty good, man. Just as you say, sliding through the week because these days going by quick.
Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just like, okay. So I just been kind of like in prayer and just seeking direction and guidance for these seasons, these series of months. And so back in my recording mode once again, I took some time off and just kind of, just chill, just observe the scene, just observing everywhere how God used me in different spaces and what to talk about and share and how to give people solutions through that as well. So I'll be doing a series here shortly, so that's gonna be pretty dope. I've been torn between it for a little minute, just how I want to go about doing it. So I finally got like, okay, I need to do it because it's necessary and needed. So I'll be doing something called goat bars. So basically, just whatever I write and I do it'd be just a verse hook. I'm out of there. So I was thinking of doing something on that nature that can like open the floodgates for a lot of artists and have different guest artists that's like record them, do the videos, and I already got the tag made and everything. So anytime you hear "goat bars," I'm gonna definitely have you on there. So it's just a series of expanding outside of myself. A lot of things we're doing behind the scene with BTGM2 with the app, and that is growing rapidly. So just working and staying low key and planning for the crazy video. So I pretty much got the date, so I'm just checking with everybody to see that's good. So that's gonna be I'll be shooting that in March. Okay. So that's bro. That's gonna be nice. No cap. That's gonna be real nice. Does it say colorful?
Yeah, he showed you the he showed you the merch he got for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that junk crazy, but Dub on them colors, boy. I can't do it. But that lime,
That's him all day. That's what he do.
lime green and tangerine. I can't do it. I just can't do it, bro. I gotta have my black, my white, my red.
But you gotta know how to match it though. You know what I'm saying?
I just stay in the pocket.
That's
right
it.
Here.
That's
my
it.
pocket.
I stay in my lane.
Like old Hitch. Don't do that no more.
Yes.
It's your pocket. You stay right here. You stay right here. You start.
Got slapped
on site
with that dumb jump.
Yeah, that's it. That's his main all day with them colors. Yeah, I can't do it either. But hey, that's what he do.
So.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it's man, it's 2026, man. We in the second month already, man. These times is flying by, man. But it's, it's a lot going on. And Blueprint, we was just kind of, we always conversing before we actually hit the record. But man, and Alexander hit on some stuff that I think might be good, man. Because leading into 2026, man, it's like isolation is both good and bad. It depends upon what and how you're using it for, and so sometimes you need to pull apart to kind of gather yourself, refresh, refuel, rethink some things, and then kind of relaunch yourself back out into the world. And then sometimes it's just not good because you're really not getting to the root of the issue, so you disconnecting yourself from the world. Right. And so, man, he said some really profound stuff, and so that's what we kind of going to get into tonight. And so tonight's topic is entitled Isolated Peace, but serves a twofold purpose that we're going to get into tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So it may be a little bit of what you're thinking, and it may not be a little bit of what you're thinking, but based upon the dialogue, man, that's kind of what we kind of came up with. So, but I'm going to go ahead and alley-oop, over the brother, let him kind of start the conversation on, where he kind of, wherever he want to go with it. So, it's just for you to take a microscope and turn it inside out, to really look at the things, because, man, the world is getting crazier and crazier every day.
Yes.
Chaos is all around us, so but at the end of the day, how is your well-being? How are you doing? Where's your peace? Is your peace truly peace? Or is it isolated peace? You know, there's a difference. We're gonna get into that tonight, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Alexander kind of, introduce us to whatever he wants to kind of introduce us to get the topic going on tonight. So I'm alley you, bro.
Yeah, so I appreciate it. So look, so I would just, cause like you know how we always hear people, and trust me, I get it. Like I'm for it. Like you don't want anybody disturbing your peace, or if you have somebody they loud, they raunchy, or they got a foul mouth. I know everybody got their little slang and stuff like that, but some people got foul. It's just disturbing how they speak. Like, oh my gosh, like when you hear them, like, oh my God, please don't come over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Stay over there.
Please don't come over here.
Bro,
with
I had to
anything.
I had to deal with that every day. Like, can you talk about something? Like, change the subject. Like, or just shut up. How about we do that?
Yeah, and then
Be
not
quiet.
sometimes it's not even their language. Maybe it be just because
The actions speak louder than words.
yes,
How they're acting.
the matters of the heart, that stuff come out of your
spewing
mouth.
out.
Yeah.
Right? So whatever that's in here, however somebody's sitting, when they start to speak, it's like, oh my gosh, you still talking about this, or like it's like, oh my gosh, like that you can't talk about, or why you still talking about when they had a downfall? Why you
Right.
still, you know what I mean? So, but you hear all the time, like, I don't want anybody to disturb my peace. It's a thing. Okay, so then you take yourself and you put yourself over here, right?
Right.
But are you at peace, or are you just disconnected from people?
Right. Right. It's a difference.
It's a
huge
humongous difference.
Right.
Like
Right.
just because you don't have any friction with anybody doesn't mean you're at peace with people.
Right.
Right.
Because as soon as you hear the name of the person that you are separate yourself from, your levels rise up. Your feathers get rougher. Your blood starts to boil, because you're really not at peace about what happened. You're really not at peace about why you separated yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, that's like the ostrich sticking his head in the sand. Like, you think you hide yourself, dude, I see your whole body.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see you.
It's like boom.
Exactly.
Ostrich soup.
real.
You just done dug a hole and stuck your head in it, but your whole body is saying, it's getting to that root issue, man, at the end of the day, because you can pull that weed all day, but if you don't get the root, guess what? You're gonna come back a day or two and it's gonna be right back there.
Yeah.
And them things go quick.
That's why when they was in the boat, from the paraphrase, when they were in the boat, when they was out there, they on the yacht, they doing their thing. All right. Wind start blowing, stuff start raining. Jesus, the big homie, he in the back, he catching a nap real quick, and he tired, he be doing his thing. They all getting frantic. Jesus, why you don't? He woke up. See, here was the thing about that. Whenever there's friction, peace is always there. You have to choose it. You have to speak to it. You have to awaken it. You have to crank it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he stood up in the boat, when he checked them real quick, and then when he was telling the winds and the waves what to do, that was peace that was going on right then and there.
Exactly. Yep. In the midst of the storm.
In the midst of the storm, that was peace that was going on right then and there. Now, when peace takes place, the aftermath of peace is what you saw when everything was calm.
Because they were in it.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, I be constantly checking myself, like, yo, are you at peace, or are you just distancing yourself?
Right.
Are you at real peace, or are you just disconnected and disengaged with your brothers and your sisters?
Right.
Like, which one is it?
And that's how you lose relationships. That's how you lose friendships. And sometimes even when they move a certain way and you feel a certain way, in the midst of the chaos and the disappointments, the disorganization, you find yourself at a loss of words. So, like, even with a situation for me personally, it was a real test to let me know, bro, are you disconnected? Are you disengaged? Or are you, like you say, really at peace? And when they mentioned this person's name, like you say, I didn't get ruffled. I just like did a little smile, just like, when you don't realize how connected you are to other people that's connected to you, it it puts you in a place to where you're always going to be connected in a sense because you know the same people that's correlated. So if they always ask, "Hey, how's this person doing?" I'm like, I don't hear from them. So it's just like they were like, "Really, for real, you?" I was like, "Yeah." You be surprised, but I had to realize that disconnection was my personal alignment, meaning I served my purpose that season, and the door is still open for that person. When I see that person, it's still love. I just know it's different now.
Right.
And when you have that kind of maturity and understanding, that's the real peace that comes from it. That's the real peace. Like, I still want to see you do good. I still want to see you win. And sometimes you have to disengage yourself and disconnect yourself just to protect your internal peace. Because once you've conquered that, and unless there's a specific reason that God leads you to, or just a specific reason you see something just off the strength, then do that. Be a guidance, and then if they take it and they respond, cool. If not, just keep it moving. But you just realize as you get older, it's just certain things fall off. Just like how we was talking when you say with the boosters, like when you go up a certain up in space in a certain atmosphere, the boosters fall off. And so sometimes it ain't because of what you've done, but it's just what alignment, what life presents itself. So when I think about that, like peace isn't passive. Peace is a decision. Like you either protecting your internal peace or you're running from something. And that's the double entendre. And if you don't face what you're running from, you'll never be at peace. You just won't. You'll just be moving as if you're good and you're not. And there's just certain growth that has to take place.
Yeah.
Because growth is quiet, it's silent before it's rewarded. You know what I'm saying? So
That's good.
Yeah, and it's here's the thing: when you're dealing with isolated peace from the standpoint, like I said, it's twofold. But just to piggyback off what Dub said, if you're dealing with isolated peace, if you're dealing with it from an isolated standpoint to where you're separating yourself, make sure you're doing it with purpose.
right.
You're isolating yourself with purpose. You're seeking clarity. You're seeking healing in that manner. It's not to escape the situation, to escape the situation because you don't want to deal with it or it's too much pressure or something's triggered you. Here's the thing about triggers. You can't remain in the same environment that triggers you in order to heal.
Right.
And a lot of people do that a lot of times. You stay in toxic relationships knowing you need to separate yourself from that situation, but because it's comfortable to you or you don't want to be alone in the sense to where you don't want to be by yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you have to isolate yourself in a way where you're doing that, where you're putting yourself in a lone position, make sure it's with purpose. Because
Yeah.
you don't want to isolate yourself because you're trying to disconnect yourself from the situation because you don't want to face it. Two different things.
Two totally.
You know, I believe this is a season. This is the season where you take the microscope and you turn it inside out and you really truly be real with yourself.
Yeah.
Life is coming at us real fast, real quick. And there's a lot of chaos going on in the world right now. And the last thing you need to deal with is a false identity of yourself and who you are.
Yeah, because if you, I'm gonna tell you something. If you
That's a
are
bar.
not embedded on the inside of and thriving in a live ecosystem, you are not going to be able to survive.
Exactly.
I used to love like science and stuff like that. When we would talk about ecosystems, everything has an ecosystem. To where you got the moss and the moss hang off the tree, but the moss keep the tree this, and then it's bugs that's inside of the moss that does this, but the moss hang low, and then it gave a shadow for this because when it gets shadow, it allow everything is connected some type of way.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to fit in the ecosystem where you're supposed to be connected to, you're not going to be able to survive. When you look at just because you are isolated, right? If you're gonna isolate yourself, just like Mike said, do it with purpose.
Right.
When caterpillars isolate themselves, they are alone in a cocoon, but they are not alone.
Right.
First of all, I've never seen a cocoon just floating in the air. Just never seen it. I've always seen a cocoon hanging from something.
Yeah.
Even the cocoon, the caterpillar is alone on the inside of the cocoon, but the cocoon is hanging from something. He's not alone. What happens if that tree was to fall? The cocoon is falling and the caterpillar is falling. So whatever that the
Right.
caterpillar is going to turn into is going to be hindered because the thing is hanging from has been erupted.
That's good.
That's very good.
So at least if you're going to do something alone, make sure whatever that you're doing and the environment that you're doing it in, you are going to be an asset to the environment when you get done.
Exactly. Reliability.
Right.
So it's like you can play and act like you are peaceful all you want to, but after when you come out of once you come out of your cocoon or your hole, are you going to be able to thrive in the same place where you left from? And if you can't step back into that thing and make that situation better, then you have just wasted your time.
Yeah.
Because time is not meant to be done alone. You have to attach time with something. Oh, time heals. Time doesn't heal if you don't do therapy in the time. Time doesn't heal if you don't dig down and get to the root. Time doesn't heal if you're not reading your word and fasting and praying. Time doesn't heal if you're not going to the psychiatrist if you need to. Time doesn't heal if you're not reading self-help books if you choose to do that. You just spent all this time by yourself, and when you came back, they didn't heal, they done moved on, and you're still stuck in the same place.
Yeah.
And didn't learn anything.
Yeah. Because time itself can't heal. Time is time.
That's it.
You do something with time. Time can't heal you. It's what you do within the time is what heals you, which is everything that bro just said. You know, and it goes back to the little comment before I said, you know, kind of like talking about identity a little bit. It's like you lose yourself in the decisions that you make.
Yeah.
What is this? What's the old saying is, you're born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your decisions. You know,
That's a bar.
you know, stop outsourcing your identity to people that don't have to live with your decisions.
I learned, bro. You got to run that back. I just felt that.
That's a bar.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a bar.
You know, stop outsourcing your identity to people that don't have to live with your decisions. You're relying on other people to identify who you are when God has already identified who you are. Now, just like, bro, we're talking about the cocoon with the caterpillar. At the end of the day, you don't even know who you are in the moment. You don't even know because what's the scripture where it talks about? Oh, it says, "Beloved, we are the sons of God, but yet it doesn't appear not what we shall be." You are who you are in the moment, but it still don't appear who you're gonna be. The greatness that's in you still hasn't been revealed. So in order for it to be revealed, you got to keep moving. You got to keep going. You got to in time do the necessary thing that's gonna bring healing into your space.
Yeah.
And that way you have real, true life peace and not dysfunctional peace. Being like the ostrich with your head in the sand and your body still up on them. If you're going to hide your whole body. Because whatever you're hiding from is going to find you. Because only a piece of you is hidden.
Facts.
I'm going to say that again. Only a piece of you is hidden. In order for you to be totally submerged in peace, your whole body has to be submerged and away from whatever it is you're trying to get away from. You can't have, oh, man, what is it, double dutch? Oh, no. Going back and forth. You're going back. Healing doesn't take place. You have to gradually or in one instant just cut it off. And I say gradually because those are two processes of the healing process. Some things are healed gradually, some things are healed instantly. Whichever one of the two it is, you have to pick one of the two. And if the gradual process is better for you because it helps you handle what you're dealing with better, that's cool. Like I said, slow steps is better than no steps. The problem is we take no steps.
Yeah.
Because it's not the person that, listen, if people come by telling you, man, you different. Yeah, you darn right I'm different. I'm 25. I ain't 15. I'm 45. I'm not 30. The change supposed to happen. If you don't like the person who I become, okay, that's cool. I sayonara. Because Time is moving too fast, and I got too much life to live to sit here and worry about how or what you think about me, giving you the life of my identity and putting it in your hands. Everything I move, I'm looking at you. Everything I try to, I'm looking at you. For what?
Yes.
My identity is in him, not you.
Bro, I heard Dr. Thomas say this. He said something on the lines of, "We gotta stop going to people before we go to God about stuff."
Bruh.
Like tenfold. Like he said that tenfold. It don't matter. It don't. I'm going to God. So if you do not agree with or understand what I'm about to do, that's on you
Yeah.
because I already got it cleared from
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking with a student today, and they was going through something, in their life that was, traumatizing to them. And I said, here's the thing. I said, your story is still being written. I said, but I want you to hear me when I say this. Your story requires pain.
Yeah.
Your story, I say, is crazy. I said, but if you notice, the most impactful people are the people that have gone through stuff. Now, whether you caused it or it was allowed, it's still there. And if you allow it to shape you into the person that God is calling you to be, then it's done its purpose. So, as this being a part of your story, are you embracing it, or like bro said, you trying to disconnect yourself from the very story that is meant to be written in order for you to be healed? Sometimes you can go through your own process and be healed in the process. I've seen it. I've experienced it with other people as well as myself. You know what I'm saying? So when you attach your identity to anything outside of God, you're putting yourself in dangerous territory. That's like me taking my Bentley to the Toyota dealership.
Damn, what to do with it?
They ain't gonna know what to do with it. It ain't gonna work.
I can't help you.
They're not the manufacturer of it.
Nope. What you want me to do with this? I can't help you.
It don't work that way, man.
We ain't got none of these.
It don't work that way. Disconnecting from something and not being totally over or healed from it, it does you no service.
Now we're not saying like, don't get this wrong, Blueprint Nation. Like, we're not saying don't take time for yourself when your levels are up. We're not saying that if it's chaos or if you need a woosah to go get by yourself. We're not saying if you're stressed out, don't go get in your prayer closet. Don't go. We're not saying we're not saying don't go take a day off. Don't go take a weekend off. We're not. What we're talking about is, are you claiming that you're peaceful when you're just disconnect? Are you relationally bad with people so you stay away and then you blame it on them?
I've seen a lot of that.
Are you relationally bad with people so you stay away and then you blame it on them? That's what we're talking about.
Right.
Bruh.
Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop. No, it's you need to do work on yourself. So when people respond to when people respond to you, when you don't put work on yourself, when you get what you get, you feel offended because you haven't put no work on yourself, and people don't want to tolerate that.
Yeah.
It's 2026. People are not tolerating grown people who can't control their mouths no more. People are not tolerating grown people who cannot control their emotions any longer. Don't nobody want to hear all that. All that negativity. Every time we look on the TV, someone's passing away, bro. An influencer is passing away, bro.
Bruh.
People who are trying to get it, man, we want to get that bag up. People who got the bag up, they're leaving quick. They're going like it's like mental illnesses, family disputes, arguments, sexual immorality is on the rise. Everywhere you look, something going on with child pornography, the Epstein stuff, people's names coming out, like the people we looking up to in the hip hop real, like, dang, like, oh,
It's getting real.
it's getting real. So guess what? All that, it's like it's starting to look like it's not a money issue, it's a heart issue. It's starting to look like we not having money problems, we got soul problems. It's starting to look like we don't have credit issues, we have emotional and spiritual and mental issues going on. That's how it's starting to look. And whether if you got 100K in the bank or if you got a credit score that's 800, that ain't got nothing to do with if your heart or your mind is not intact.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about is a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different playing field. I realized that in certain situations, like there is so many fields across the playing field when it comes to different experiences and situations. And one of the situations was I had to learn how to think for myself, and this taught me how to discern more. Because there was an instance to where this person, I always felt like that person, whoever they were involved with, they felt like they were the cause of where they were at. They were the cause of why they're going through what they're going through. They were the cause of this, that, and the third. And so, over the years, you side with that person because you're close. There's a connection that you have there. But then as you become wiser and you discern more, you realize, hold on. Every time with this person that I know that is credible, okay, now I have to think. Now I have to discern. Now I have to use wisdom and just be quiet and sit there. And a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes I realize that sometimes they'll disassociate with you because you don't agree with them. They'll disassociate with you because they feel like you've turned on them in a sense because at once you had my attention. You've had I was pretty much your cheerleader in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And when I realized that, I was just like, dang. The layers of not only of narcissism, but also just how one always try to have the dialogue in the playing field, and how they try to structure and order it, and how they try to make it move to gain leverage, when in reality you're getting behind because now you're stunting your growth. You're not becoming mature. You're becoming immature. So I learned through that experience how I was like, I noticed we're not as close anymore because I didn't go with the decisions of what you said, what happened when that wasn't even the truth. And it's just like, God, it's a slippery slope in this playing field.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
We not close no more because you can't control me. We not close no more because you can't manipulate me any longer. We're not close no more because you can't imprison me any longer.
Yeah. My identity is not based on your decisions, it's based on mine.
Exactly.
So I have to stop allowing your influence to impact the decisions that I make in a negative way.
And then when I point that out, and it causes a little friction.
Causes
and now you got an issue with me because I'm telling you the truth.
Right.
Like, nah, bro, that ain't cool. How you moving? Yo, we got to have a talk. Okay, cool. Like, you do your thing.
Right.
But I would not associate myself with it. Because I ain't no price tag on this soul right here. All the tag is Jesus. That's it. He paid it with a price.
He already paid the price.
He paid it in full.
Paid it in full.
You know what I'm saying?
What Will Smith said? Ching ching.
Ching ching.
Will Smith. Hey, he's still funny. Okay, man. My
He
man's
is,
still
bro.
funny, but I'm sorry.
He is.
Yeah, he do his thing.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how much you realize after the fact. Once you isolate yourself and sit in a peaceful state of mind of just dissecting and discerning what happened. Because now you know how to move and how to, you'll be more on high alert. You'll be more aware. There's just certain experiences that you got to have the certain awarenesses that you need. Because if that situation didn't happen, good or bad, it wouldn't have got the outcome as of where you are today with what you learned,
Right.
with what you grew to be, and what made you, in a sense, good or bad or indifferent. You know, not every situation is good. Like not every situation that was wrong we don't condone at all, because there's some gruesome stuff there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for those who conquered it, in a sense of just continue to move every day and not allow it to succumb to it, and to not allow that to be your identity. And so those that are working through it, you'll get to the other side. Just keep moving. Don't just sit. As they say, you're going through hell. Don't just sit there. Just keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
keep going. Keep moving. Keep pushing. Don't just sit there. Don't just feel like, it's woe is me. This is the world against me. No. Include yourself in the world. Not of the world, but in the world. And show them what you're capable of and who you are becoming.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Yeah, because friction is a part of peace. Is yin and yang, bro. Like you can't if there wasn't any friction, then you wouldn't know how peace looks or how peace feels, because it wouldn't be anything to show you otherwise.
Right.
Right. There wouldn't be no need for it.
Wouldn't be no need for it.
Yep.
So it's a part of it. You actually need it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, just like I was praying for somebody one day, right?
Bro, without friction, there's no spark.
That's true.
You can't start a fire without friction. Fire doesn't just destroy stuff. Fire gives you warmth, gives you heat,
Cooks food.
cooks food. You know what I'm saying? Different thing. It doesn't start without friction. You know what I'm saying? So it's necessary.
It's necessary.
Yeah, yeah. Friction lets you know life is there. Tap that battery. What happened? That spark coming. That spark don't come. Something wrong with that battery, or something with the wires. There's something going on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
For sure. I was praying for somebody, right? And they say, it was like on a Monday. I saw them go on a Thursday. They was like, "Hey man, you want to pray? So let's do it. Let's run it." They said, "Hey, but do me a favor, man. Don't pray for peace, because if you said that, he said all hell will lose." I said, "God, dog." He said that same night, me and my girl got into it. It was crazy. I said, I don't know whether to say my bad or not. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, what happened? What happened? And then he told me what happened. He was like, man, I had to choose not to get mad. I said, okay. Okay, so you had to choose not to get mad. I said, okay, so I said, so when your levels are up and you chose not to get mad, guess what happened? What happened? What happened? I said,
you had peace.
Yep.
I said, that was your patience.
Literally.
You got patience, like because that's the only way. That's how you acquire your patience. You getting patience is like patience is like when traffic is going this way and you finna merge and you see that yield sign. That's what patience is. You're yielding your emotions so you can think about, how do I need to respond. That's patience.
good.
Yeah.
You can't know you got patience without something happening for you to have patience.
Exactly.
It don't work that way.
Exactly.
It'll show you if you got impatience too.
I said,
Either
so
way.
you had to choose it. So now when your girl makes you mad, you cannot say it just came out. No. You have the power to choose
Yeah.
and respond to that woman, so you can get down to the base of what's really wrong with her.
Right.
Gritty.
Because you're the one who was designed, who was called for her mind and her heart. So you have to honor that, and you have to choose whatever you need to, so you can try to get the best result possible.
Yeah.
And as long as you're choosing to try to, they can see that. People can see that, bro.
Yep.
Your woman can see when you're trying to choose to respond to her the right way. So when you fly off the cuff one day, she gonna let you slide because she remember all the other times where you was tending to her needs, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So friction is really much needed because it allows you to choose. But
True.
the thing is, we can't be in delusion world thinking that we in peace and we're not.
Right. Right. I'm gonna read something, see what y'all think, man. Get back in here. So it says isolated peace is a temporary restorative retreat rather than a permanent disconnection.
Ooh. That's good.
Yeah.
That good. That good, coach. Oh my goodness.
So think about that, man.
Bro, repeat it again. So I can I process deep, but I process slow too.
Hey, the key word is at least that process.
That part.
That's right, yeah.
So it says isolated peace is a temporary restorative retreat rather than a permanent disconnection. That's disconnecting with purpose. That's
Right.
isolating with purpose. So I wanted to throw that out there and see what y'all.
Bro.
Because if I disconnect, I have the ability to reconnect.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But that can be both good and bad. Because if I disconnect myself from a bad situation, I still have the ability to connect myself to another bad situation.
Yeah. And I was about to say it depends on how you reconnect from that situation. And that goes back to alignment. That goes back to also when you're going to retreat, you're going to learn. Like you're deciphering the problem, you're processing, you're trying to get the good out of the situation. Versus when you're disconnecting, you're not trying to learn anything at all. You're just trying to get out of there. You're just trying to hightail. Oops, peace. What's going on over here? This look like this is good. Ain't nobody gonna see me. It's like when you go to a new church, you go in the back.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna see me.
Don't call me. Don't call me out. Don't call me
I'm
out.
straight.
Don't call
I'm
me out.
comfortable. We in the mega church. Sir, you new here, ain't you? No? Yeah, yes, she is.
Hey, you in the
everybody.
red sweater. Come here.
Oh Lord. And so when it comes to the retreat, you're gonna come back with the wisdom, with the strength, with a strategy on how to navigate when it comes to these certain situations, and you're gonna learn that, man, I handled this better than what I thought. Like I handled this the way how I wanted to see it handled, even if it didn't pan out specifically. But I know how I responded to the situation, and the outcome of that is good for me because I didn't let it get me out of pocket, out of character. I didn't allow it to deter me from what my purpose is what I'm intending here to do. So when it's like when you retreat, you're going to get filled up. You're going to get, and it's preparation for the next battle as well.
Yeah.
So you'll know how to move. You'll know how to fight. Versus you disconnected, you don't know what's going on, and you just connecting, disconnecting, connecting, disconnecting, and just like, okay, what does that get you though? And it gets you more in a sense of not only being in a still place and not growing, not learning, not moving, but it'll just get you in a complacent place to where you'll never become fully of what God wants you to be.
And you know what? Here's the thing. People are not like the great value food on the shelf at Walmart with additives in it. We're not like Big Macs or McDonald's where you can buy one and sit it on the counter and the thing don't rot for 30 days. People are not like that. We have expiration dates. Therefore, people who value themselves, they are not going to allow you, well, Cedric Hall is not going to allow you to keep, to engage and disengage and engage. No, some people, once you disconnect, you ain't got no other chance.
Yeah.
You don't have like you cannot. You ever seen somebody with kids in their house when they put the little thing in the plug so they can put no
Right.
they bloop you can't you
No,
ain't
no,
putting
no,
in a
no,
whole body
no.
no you know what I'm saying so
Uh-huh.
it's like so you have to be careful you have to communicate when you need to retreat. I'm gonna repeat that. Communicate when you need to retreat. Let your homies know. Let your partners know. Yo, like
That's good.
I'm trying to. I came to his crib. I say, Dub. I had a look on my face. He
Yeah.
had booked me for a session, writing session. I say, Dub. I know you booked me. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna try to. I said, I'm gonna let you know. I ain't all there right now. Straight up. I said, if you want your money back, I give it to you right now.
I say no.
I said, I give it to you right now.
I ain't all there right now.
I said, I'm not all there right now, big dog. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man.
But he was like, he said, nah, he said, bro, you good. He said, because this is good. This is good. He said, you're good because he said, I didn't book you to carry the whole thing. He said, you were not brought here to carry the whole thing. Right. So you have to be mindful and communicate with your people when you need to retreat, when you need to isolate. There's nothing wrong with that. Every time Grove need to isolate, she let me know. Now she does. I had to say something.
Yeah.
I had to say something.
Yeah.
So
I'ma say so.
Quote unquote, let your people know, hey, when you get ghosts, Diamond is great at it. Man, you be tripping, man. Yo, he's great. Diamond is great. He's great at letting me know how. it's like we in the whole relationship. I'm trying to tell you, you see how he called me. He was like, yo, I'm like, oh God.
Yo,
why you
bro.
Yeah. Shouts out to Diamond, man. But we have a real male relationship. You know what I mean? Like a real friendship. You know what I'm saying? A godly male friendship. So he let me know.
Yeah.
He lets me know how he feels about how I'm moving.
Yeah.
So I let him know when I need to isolate. And when you do that, that keeps you from disconnecting.
Yes.
Because not everybody is gonna allow you to reconnect again.
Right.
People don't play that with their time and their emotions and their resources.
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just as important as the person that you're speaking to also be able to correlate and understand in the sense of knowing how you need that. Because if I was to expect you to carry something the whole weight, then what would be the purpose of the, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm just out to get me and I'm just like, I can care less about how you feel right now. Bro, you know I booked you. You know what I'm saying? You knew this was going down. No, you got to handle people a certain way. You got to cater so that they can reconnect in a way that is safe.
Hold on. Let's replace cater with serve.
Serve.
All
Gotcha.
right, because people no, and the wrong with catering.
no,
You
I know what you're
cater to
saying.
certain people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know what that was about, right? 87T.
Look. I ain't even. Man, you see what I'm talking
He's
about?
still smiling.
You see what he said, Mike, don't feed into that. Don't feed into
Hey, I'm the ostrich. I just stuck my head in the hole.
You be tripping.
I did. I'm up. I'm looking.
He tripping. Look, you got. You be tripping.
Do you see what I see?
This is just an illusion.
Look, what I'm saying is,
You
what
gonna see me?
what we're saying is, we serve people so they can revive and get back on top of their game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
man,
they'll be
it's
reconnected
good.
fresh.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good content tonight, man. I'm telling you,
yeah.
man. Y'all, it's listen, man. Time ain't waiting for nobody. It's 2026. You got to do some things different, man. You got to do some things different, man.
I'm gonna tell you about what my daddy taught me. Biggest thing he taught me, bro. I'm telling you. The biggest thing that man taught me is that when he died, bro, he did not come back. I used to look down the hall, bro, to see just to cause my daddy come out. He was real life vampire, bro. He was
He just show up.
man. This man would be asleep from 8 o'clock into 10 o'clock. 10:30, he come out the room. Like you been asleep for 10 hours.
What we
You
doing
don't want to
today?
come out to my where the food at. Oh my God. So but when he passed, bro, I used to like look down the hall to see the door swing open, to hear his feet slide across the floor. You know what I'm saying? Or to look at the pots. So he had his favorite pots and pans he could cook with. Then they didn't move in months. You know what I'm saying? His truck didn't move in months.
Right.
So the things that he used to tell me that he wanted to accomplish and how he wanted to live, it's like, dang, my man's can't do it now because he's not here.
Right.
He didn't get a second chance to come back. He didn't get a second chance to tell my mom what he didn't like. He didn't get a second chance to fight for me the way he wanted. He didn't get a second chance. So we have to take opportunity right now while we're living and breathing. And Jesus said he was out in the wilderness when Satan was tempting him. He said, "Man shall not live off bread alone, but
By every word that proceeded out of the mouth.
So
Yep.
all this money, all this stuff, that's just a resource. We're not supposed to put our bank on that. Like we're not supposed to put our heart and our mind. We supposed to, whatever that God says, we can put the bank on that. We're supposed to live off of that, not off what the world is doing, not off the stock market. Yo, we need to know what's going on to make plays how we need to for our family, but we're not supposed to live our life based upon that. And we can't live our life based upon what somebody else think about us, because if not, we're gonna be looking straight crazy out here, bro. And right now we can't look because life is going fast. Babies are being born and people are getting took up out of here.
Telling you,
Yeah.
just
Man.
as fast.
Yeah. Living life in the fast lane. Yeah, man. It's great, man. Good. Well, Blueprint Nation, man. We hope y'all got something out of this tonight. And once again, man, it's 2026, man, and don't let it hold you back. Don't let people hold you back. Don't let you hold you back. You know, and get the healing that you need so that you can walk in total peace, right? You know, at the end of the day. So, you know, see where that trigger came from. You know, why you want to be the ostrich and put your head in the sand and run away, disconnect, you know, in a negative way. You know, there's time to isolate, to restructure, refuel, replenish. You know, just like the statement I made, it's not a permanent disconnect, but you disconnect to reconnect, and then with that reconnection, it requires realignment. And so these are things that you want to, you know, uncover 2026. You don't want to end in December, you know what I'm saying, that same person. You know, even the storm came, you know what I'm saying, but you don't want to look in the mirror and say, man, dang, I'm the same person in December that I was in January. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, but we want to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Y'all know how we like to end up out of here. Shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you'll have the opportunity to live different. And once again, Blueprint Nation, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.